Hey everybody,
Hey, what's
we
up?
are back with our fellow streamer and our friend
Hello,
Frutal12 on
hello.
Twitch. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Hello, this is Frutal12. I'm a friend of Hykiri's. I'm glad to be here and I'm ready for this interview and I'm looking forward to chatting with all of you. Nice to meet you all.
How did you find yourself getting started on Twitch?
Um so I started Twitch out of nowhere. So like when I guess I saw Twitch, I said, Twitch. I like streaming my own games. It started out when Mixer was still around and I just did it for fun. Then I made a Twitch account, did it on my own for a while, not really just doing it casually. I streamed the games I like to play and whatnot. And other than that, I played Blessed Unleashed, Aeon, World of Warcraft, all these games that I stream on casually. Then I decided to say, you know what, I want to start try to be an affiliated, get myself out there. So I started looking up opportunities to we noticed and I saw Qbots and that's how I started. And after that, I keep growing and growing by playing the games and streaming. And I've been grind on the grind ever since the stream. And
What are
on the
your
way,
sorry,
no, go ahead.
no, what are your
No,
goals when it
my
comes to
goals,
Twitch?
my goals on Twitch. I want to keep growing. I want to eventually get. I want to eventually get up there. I want to be big. I want to try to get big. I know that takes time, but that's my ultimate goal on Twitch. I want to get big. I want to make friends along the way, do a lot of collabs with other people, and just that's my goal. Just to try to get big. I
So
mean,
how did you come along and find CuteBot?
so one day I decided to look at just chatting tab because I never thought about clicking that tab before, and I'm like, I clicked on the tab and I saw e-dating. I never knew what e-dating was. So I watched her show for a few times and I said, sounds like I can get into it. And I started participating in Cubot show and just go from there. And I just thought it was interesting. I never knew what an e-dating show until I started watching it.
How do you feel about your appearances that were on CuteBot show?
Um, my appearances were pretty good. I had my mishaps and despiteful moments and I really regret doing and that was not me. Um, I know I had some rough patches and whatnot, and I do want to apologize for it, even though I don't need to. But I deeply still regret those moments I had. That was spiteful, and I am deeply sorry for that. But other than that, my I feel like my appearance has been doing well. But recently, I have not been going on the coupon show. I've been working on streaming and growing my gaming community.
I've always enjoyed watching you on her show.
Hmm?
That's actually where I met you at. Was
Yeah.
on a CuteBot show.
Yes, we did meet on the coupon show. Yes, we did.
So how do you feel CuteBot has helped you grow as far as your channel is concerned?
Can you repeat the question?
How do you feel CuteBot has helped your channel grow?
Um, so when I won, well, on that night when I was against Devon, um, we had a good win, but he won, and then that day he didn't have a Twitch, so he gave me the raid. So I got rated with 2.7 k viewers,
Nice.
and after that day I got so many follows, and the next day I got up to I was 77 that one day. That day got up to 140. Then after that day, I started streaming after that, like more and more. And after that, I just started growing. I'm up to 406 followers now.
Nice.
So it's been the raid has helped me tremendously, and I wouldn't be here for all the people who have helped me as well.
I remember when we rated you the first time, I believe. Me and Zero really enjoyed, the vibe you put out for your channel. So, what are some
And
of your favorite games that you enjoy streaming?
I enjoy streaming League of Legends, Fortnite, Apex Legends. I'm starting to get into a game called Warlander. It's the game is reference to Happy Wars on the 360. It's a 20v20 war, so like basically it's like your classes are warrior, cleric, and mage. So there's three. And basically beforehand it was Happy Wars, but the game got dismantled and they made a new one called Warlanders. And now it's the same concept but different.
That's
And
awesome. I never heard of Warlanders.
yeah. Warlander it's a 20v20 PvP game. It's you can build your own character in your own way. Like it's um it's very unique in its own way. And the other games I like to stream is Smite, and I know also you love Smite. A fun fact is, did you I used to play Smite in the OG days when it first came out, and I had the Catalyst Ymir, but
Oh, nice.
unfortunately I lost my account info for that skin, and I had to start over, and I don't have it anymore. That's the sad part about that. But I am still streaming Smite despite me losing that really rare skin, OG skin. But it's all good.
We
And
definitely need to play Smite together.
I
I
definitely
think it'd
agree.
be
That would be a
fun.
lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. What are your thoughts in comparison between League of Legends and Smite?
Oh, what do I think about comparison in League and Smite?
Yeah.
Um, ooh, Smite. I feel like I know this. There's different opinions, but for me, I love Smite because a little bit more than League. I feel like the skins in Smite look a little bit smoother, and there's a like even the League has some cool skins, but I like the mechanics in Smite a little bit more because you gotta aim all your skill shots and everything. And also, if you're like fed, you can carry the whole team to victory. But in League of Legends, like if you get fed, it doesn't matter because if a whole bunch of people collapse on you, you're pretty much done for. But in Smite, you can be more. There's a lot more movement for you to like to your arsenal. So
I like the camera angle of Smite. I think it's
I
a
do
really good. Yeah.
I like the angle on camera Smite. I do not. I guess I'm not. Am I understanding the question correctly?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Um. So, what are some of the games that you look forward to seeing?
Say that again.
Sorry, my mic's messing up.
No, you good.
What are some of the games in the future that you look forward to playing?
The some of the games I'm looking forward to playing is Blue Protocol for sure. Um, Modern Warfare 3, the new Call of Duty. I heard some good things about it. I heard they're bringing back the good maps, even though they always say that, but I have that sheer slight of hope that they will stick to their word. And probably stay streaming the games that I'm streaming now. Um, I haven't really found anything else yet.
What is how long have you been playing League of Legends?
I've been playing it since 2011, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been playing.
What's your favorite
Uh,
role?
top lane for sure. Top lane.
Nice. Um, so when it comes to late games like League, or games like Smite. How do you feel when you have to play with toxic players?
How do I feel about playing toxic players?
Yeah,
Um, it's very annoying, but fortunately we cannot do anything about it. If I ever have a toxic person, I either mute them or just stay cool and keep my cool, because if they're just looking for fuel or something to keep going on raging, is like, oh, let's say for example, right, I was playing top lane, and then I was tunnel vision. I was don't know what I was doing. I think I was on autopilot, and my jungler was telling me to go in, and then I didn't. He was attacking the enemy, and I'm in La La Land, not doing anything, and I made him upset, so he didn't gank my lane for a good bit. I'm like, oh boy, I made him upset, but I have things to work on with the toxic people. But I usually just try to stay calm and not like give in to the anger. Always stay cool, because if you get angry when playing, you just do worse, you know?
it's true. What do you feel had the worst player base? Smite or League?
Oh, oh no. Oh no. I had to say League of Legends. I think Smite is a little bit more chill because there's a lot more game modes you can play. Like Conquest is where all the sweaties go. If you are more casual, you can go play Arena. Salt, it's like ARAM. There's a lot more modes that are more casual, but I think just like Conquest is where all the toxic people is.
That's
But
true. Yeah.
especially when you play ranked.
Yes, me as well play Reagan. It's
Oh
really
yeah.
toxic.
Oh
Really, really
yeah.
toxic.
I
The
I used
randoms
to
are horrible.
I used to
Just
play. Oh, sorry.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
I used to play Smite back in the day when Curse was a thing.
Oh no,
Remember?
yeah,
Remember Curse?
oh yes, yes.
So every time if someone does bad or something, they start yelling at you, say, "Are you dumb or something?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, here comes the toxicity, people," you know. And then I said, and I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave the curse call and hopefully to do the best next time." Especially if it's not your fault that the guy is angry at you. It's just like
Yeah.
you make a dumb mistake and like everyone flames you for no apparent reason. But
Um.
I did like the idea of curse though. I thought
Yes.
that was a really unique thing to do, but I think curse is no longer anymore if I don't think so.
The curse is going.
Yeah,
Based on
okay.
every mechanic. Do you
Okay.
think Smite needs to break away from League and make its own game mechanics instead of
Yes.
copying League so much?
Yes, I agree. When Smite came out, they were doing their own thing. Like they had domination. They had domination mode. I thought that was really good. Um, they were going their route, but now they're trying to make it like League or like. Now, I understand what most people would say, like Dota 2 is the father of all MOBAs or something like that, but Smite needs to be its own kind of game. They were doing so well in beta, but they strive away from it. I just wish that they can do their own thing. Like they have their own things, like the actives, and um, the actives are probably the only thing that takes Smite away from a league, because in League you can't get actives. Like you can't get like ages or
Correct.
beads or something like that. Um, they
Um.
got. Oh, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I forgot. My bad.
I think Smite tries too hard to copy what League does. I agree with you. I think Smite needs to break away from that and go back to its own mechanics.
Yeah.
I think Smite. I think the big problem with Smite is that they listen to the wrong part of their fan base. They don't listen to
Right.
the hardcore to the hardcore players. They're just looking to the casual players, and you shouldn't be running a game based off casual players. You
Right.
should be building a game based off of what the
Yeah.
hardcore players do.
Yeah, I think the hardcore players are the one that's putting most time in the game, and also there's still like professional sport teams playing the game. So I feel like now this might be a mixed review and opinion about this, but I feel like if you're playing Smite in a competitive scene, you want to do it your own way and focus on your way. Like, don't try to make it like you need to focus on the competitive players. And I know that I'm not saying casual players can like drop off. No, I'm not saying that. But in order for the game to progress or to move the right direction, say, hey, you need to implement this. Listen to the people who played the game more than the casual players that only play for an hour or two. You need to focus on the players that play the game like more than an hour or two a day, or not saying like no life the game, but like actually spend every day like playing the game.
Yeah, I agree with that. So for League and for Smite, what games were you into?
I was into a lot. I love the Gears of War series. Also I love Call of Duty. Gears of War, Call of Duty. Let's see what else. Like Skyrim, play Skyrim, Oblivion.
Yeah, I
Um,
love Skyrim.
what was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said I love Skyrim.
Oh yeah, Skyrim is a very good game. I really I only liked going around killing people. I like doing like the Dragonborn stuff. Like I didn't do a lot of side quests. I just go around killing like bears and whatnot, spiders, and just having fun.
Yeah,
I always have a hard time following the storyline and keeping it up because I don't know. I just don't like. Okay, I understand the dialogue. I need to listen to the dialogue, but I'm just gonna skip it. Hopefully, it will tell me what to do, or I can just Google it what I can do.
one of the things that you have learned from being on Twitch.
What I've learned to be on Twitch, I feel like being on Twitch is like it's not a job. I feel like you should be always be nice to others. Um, my when I stream, I always try to aim for good vibes only, even though I do have my moments when I get a little bit irritated, but I don't get frustrated or not, but I just go all silent. But I feel like you have to set an example for the people who are not affiliated or not, or just come and chat with you because if you don't project yourself well, then they don't want to watch you or they don't want to watch someone that's disrespectful to them or they're not uh I guess that's how I can say. I feel like you need to project yourself being a good person and say, "Hey, welcome to the stream." Always welcome people because even though that's even though not everyone has to do it, but that's how I see Twitch. Being a good streamer, welcoming people in when they come in and join your room, even if they don't say anything in chat. If you see your viewer count go up, some say, "Hey, what's up, guys? I see more of you joining in. I hope you're having a good time. Welcome in. This is the game I'm playing." And I'm guilty of that as too. Like sometimes I just wait for people to say something, but I'm starting to realize that if I see that viewer count up, I'm going to say, "Hey, welcome in, guys. Hope you, this is the game I'm playing. If you don't know what it is, this is what it is in a small description." I feel like you just have to be like an interactive person.
Yeah, I think interaction is the key to growth. I mean, because if you notice, but like as for like an example, yes,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at cute bite stream, and you look at other girls that do the same type of
Mm-hmm.
e-dating things, you can see a big difference as far as viewers.
Oh yeah,
So I think because, I think, like you said, interaction is the reason people are able to grow. I
right.
think that's what helps, every channel, I think. I think when you get, rated or whatever, you have to threaten people or they won't follow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
They'll ask, what's the best advice to
Hmm.
offer to new streamers as well? As what's the one thing you would tell new streamers to do,
Hmm. I feel like as the people as we are like growing,
and not
like
to do,
as
sorry.
huh? Oh, did I interrupt? I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, 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 you're fine, you're fine.
Maybe
They'll
so.
ask, what advice would you give to new streamers, and what would you tell new streamers not to do as well?
I would say to the new streamers when you start streaming, um, I know it can be discouraging when you start streaming. You only see one person to two person, but it takes time to build up. Don't get discouraged because you only see one or two people coming in. Like if you work on it, eventually, if you make that content every day, and people say, "Huh, this guy's playing this game. He's a brand new streamer. Let's watch his VODs." If they enjoy your clips and like VODs, they'll go eventually come to you and see you play the game and see how you do and everything. Don't be discouraged if you just go live. It takes months to. A friend told me it takes months to grow, and what I can also say is be yourself. Never stray away from who you are. If people do not like you for who you are or how you look, they're not worth your time. All you have to do, they can be mean to you or not, but all you have to do is like, you know what? I'm here. You need to set a good example. Like you can't show them that you're getting angry because that's what they want. They want to interact. They want that reaction. You just gotta stay true to yourself
Yeah, you have to. What do
because
you feel about streamers that over time change their personality?
um can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, what do you feel about streamers that they get bigger, their personality changes, and they're not the
How
same person
how I
that they
feel
used
about
to be, you know?
how do I feel about that? I guess it's I guess I know when you get bigger, you make more subs come in, more money you make as well. Like I understand that sometimes you guys people feel the strive like or that urge to change their personality because they want to get more people or they want just to make they want to be funny or something like that. I guess this is a hard question, but I'm gonna try my best to answer it. Um,
There's no good answer.
if when
There's no wrong
when
answer for you.
I feel like when you get bigger, yes, I understand that all these people, let's say you're having 200, 300 people, or even 1,000 people watching you, it might be hard to stay true and true yourself because you have all these people with different personalities or telling you what to do or telling you that okay, it's like I feel like you just gotta stay true to yourself. I know that might be hard when you get bigger because it's like, oh wow, I get all these subs and I'm getting a lot of money. Should I change my personality so I can draw more people's attention? So people in that my chat can tell their friends, hey, this guy's really cool. He's very funny. Come watch him. Like. But for me, I was just like, if I ever got big, I would stay like a gentleman, like nurturing, loving person even though words might speak louder than actions speak louder than words. But I'm gonna say this for myself. If I ever got big like that, I will always stay true to myself in the end.
I think you have to, because I think your core followers that were here from the start, appreciated you for who you was, and
Yeah.
not what you became. They'll ask, what are your thoughts on follow only or sub only channels?
Um, Sub only channels. Sub only channel. I think it's. I don't like that, to be honest, because
Yeah, neither
then
do
that
we.
means, because the thing is, if it's sub chat only, they're begging, forcing the person to subscribe to them to be able to talk chat. Now, I can see both ways. I understand why they do sub chat only, because they want to block all the trolls, so people can't come in their chat or either troll or even advertise in their channel. So they have to subscribe to the chat to talk. For follow only chat, I mean that's not bad, but at the same time, they say, oh, you have to be following for a week before you can talk in my chat or my stream. I think that blocks you from growing, because people want to check you out. They want to see with your personality. They want to see the content you make, even though they can just watch you and see you play, but they want to interact with you as well. So they say, is this guy a cool guy, or does he, like, is he nice to people when they chat with him? How does he reply and whatnot? So like, I don't like those options.
Yeah, neither do we. I think especially like you said, the week long follow channels, it stops you from growing a relationship with that streamer,
Right,
because you can't talk and you can't ask questions. So how are you going to know if you have any interactions, with that streamer if you're not allowed to talk to them?
right.
What do you
Um,
think about streamers that play a character instead of who
um,
they are?
uh, I don't, I guess, I mean, I'm not the person to judge, because at the time at some points I have changed my character when I'm on Cubebots, and I kind of regret it, because like, because I'm not portraying my real self. I'm playing a character. Like, that's my feel. Like, I feel like the people who are bigger streamers, I kind of get it, but at the same time it's like, but do you really have to change your personality? Because are you afraid that people that won't like you for who you really are, or you have to just change yourself to please other people? That's just me. Like, I'm not being mean to people who do play characters,
Right.
but that's just my intake. Like, I feel like you should be yourself, but if you can't be yourself, then you're showing yourself to the world that, oh, I'm not actually like this. When you meet me in person, I'm a totally different person. I know, I don't know. That's my intake. I don't judge people who do it, but that's just how I feel about it.
S- So if somebody asked who was Frutal as a person, what would you tell them about yourself?
I would tell them that I'm a very nice, lovable, and a lovable person. I'm a very friendly guy. I love to interact with other people. I love to make friends. Even though, like, sometimes that I'm not trying to downgrade myself or anything, but when people first see me, oh my gosh, she's big. Oh no, like, they always turn around and walk away. Like, I always was like, hey, I'm a very friendly person. Like, I will always. That's what I would tell them. Like, don't be scared. Like, I'm a very friendly person. And then I'm a teddy bear in heart, pretty much. That's how I'm going to pretty much
Yeah,
say it.
yeah. Um, how do you feel about Kit taking
Okay,
streamers away?
which one,
Right.
kick?
Yeah.
Um, hmm, kick. I mean, I can see. I haven't really looked into it, but I definitely know that when you go to kick, they're using the old Twitch servers, pretty much. I heard, and also like you get paid hourly, and also you get 90% of the subscription. When people sub to you, you get 90% of the subs. For I just think you should stream on whatever platform you love to stream on. I feel and people might see Kick as an opportunity to grow because they will be recognized faster because there's not a whole lot of people who stream on Kick yet. But I feel like Kick would not. Hmm, Twitch would. I feel like Twitch would always remain superior than Kick, but we don't know until years to come.
I believe as far as Kit goes, I have to agree with what someone told me is that if you're on Twitch and you're small, like 1 or 2 viewers, just because you go to Kick, that's not going to change. You're still the same person. If you want to grow, the platform won't matter. It's going to be what you do to create content. And I think
Right.
that's true. I think it's just that Kick attracted a lot of Twitch streamers because of the payout.
Right.
I think
For
the
the payout.
payouts, as you said, bigger, but I also feel like if you left it when you were doing like good on Twitch and you left the kit for the money, I think you're telling your viewers that I don't care about you. I just want your money. Personally, I would never tell my viewers that I prefer their money over
Right.
them being here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's just rude. Like how some channels will go on they'll go on their Twitch and they put a screen up to advertise their kick while they're live on kick. If you've been on Twitch for the past 5 years, it's just really disrespectful
Yeah.
to do that
It
to your
is.
community.
It is.
Vel asks, what are your thoughts on streamers who don't rate out with small viewer counts?
Hmm. Um. I guess how I feel. It's both ways. If they're new to streaming, they don't know how to rate out. I understand, but people maybe they don't know who to rate out or who to rate to. I think that um rating other people will be beneficial because if you rate them often, then they will one day return the favor to you, and it will help you out tremendously. Um, I guess I'm neutral on that. Because I am guilty of not rating out at times. But I do because when I end the stream, say, and I just do it on intention. Like I say, crap, I forgot to rate out. Then I am guilty of doing that. So I really can't really give a fair opinion about it because I have done that as well. So I guess it's if you're new, it's okay. But if you are kind of if you know how to rate, then I guess I hmm, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. I guess I would feel angry. I guess I don't know, not angry. I don't know how I would feel if you didn't rate out. I guess it's just I don't know how to answer that. I'm sorry.
No, no,
That's
no, apologize.
that's a hard.
Um, what do you feel about streamers who are, massively big with thousands of viewers, but they don't rate out because they don't want other channels to possibly take away some of their viewers.
ha- um. I guess I can see it two ways. If they rate out to someone that is smaller or whatnot, um, but I'm sorry. If you're able to rate out to other people that are smaller, right, you will help them grow tremendously, right? But the thing is, though, what happens to that smaller streamer? is providing decent content, and your viewers, oh, this guy's actually pretty good at the game, or he's talking a lot, interacting the people who is in his chat, he might, and the bigger person that had all the views, he doesn't talk a whole lot. He just, well, most of them talk a lot, but like if they're not that interesting, or I, mm, I guess they're just scared that they would take away some of their viewers because they won't be able to grow
How do you
more in.
feel which compares in comparison to television?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
How do you feel Twitch compares against television?
Against television?
Yeah.
Um, hmm, I feel like Twitch has no television, like streaming, like Netflix or something on Twitch. Is that what you
No,
mean,
no,
or?
like for me, for instance, as an example, I used to watch TV, all the time, TV
Hmm,
series, movies and whatnot. But
right.
after I've been streaming now for, I guess, a couple of years after streaming,
Hmm.
I don't really watch TV as much as I used to because I feel like Twitch offers, better content than what's on television. Do you think Twitch is becoming a new era of television?
Um, I guess Twitch is like evolving in a way. Like, yeah, it's coming more like television because just chatting tabs and whatnot. It's like a talk. It's like a talking TV show almost. If you go to those in that tab, you can see a whole bunch of people talking, just interacting with with their viewers. Or also, Twitch has a several variety of categories of games. And so, you know what? I don't want to watch TV. I want to watch people who play the game, and that would be my TV for the day and whatnot, and just to watch television. If people, I guess Twitch is coming. I feel like Twitch is becoming more like that. And other than that, I feel like Twitch will be the new era soon because I feel
That's,
like there's
yeah.
there. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I said
Um,
I agree with you. I was
what I
agreeing
was.
with you.
Oh, okay. Eventually Twitch would take over because I feel like the shows they're making nowadays. Now, I'm not saying that they're not any good shows that are on television or not, but some of the new stuff that are coming out are bleak or not as good as people want them to be. So they're turning to Twitch for television.
What do you think about all these new categories that Twitch has created?
Like
Instead
what?
of just gaming. Now you have just chatting, you have travel streams, you have tons of games, hot tub stream. What do you feel about Twitch allowing all these different all these different types of channels?
Um, I think it's. I guess all these new channels bring more people to Twitch because like, oh, let's say they can't find anything on the television that, oh, I want to see people travel around the world or whatnot, and they want to see people who hike or whatnot. There are categories like that on Twitch now, and eventually, as we both said, I feel like Twitch would eventually become the new TV era because they're adding more and more of these categories. So if people like, oh, you know what? There's workout streams, there are hiking streams, or people who travel like they even film themselves when they're driving, traveling around the world. Like, it's becoming the new TV almost.
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of people think, what is your opinion on people that say Twitch just skip to just gaming?
Was that I? Can you repeat? I missed the question. I'm so
No,
sorry.
that's fine. That's fine. No problem. What do you feel about Twitch when people say that Twitch just get the gaming and only
Um,
gaming?
I mean, I know that's how the back in the day how church was, but if we if we stay in the past, let's say we did stay in the past, right? We would never grow as the years to come. You know, like if we just try to stick it to we can never change it, and it just should be gaming. Twitch would never be able to expand to the many people who want to look at Twitch or maybe want to start streaming IRL stuff. You know, like they have to expand their horizons to these people who are catering to these all these different um likings and hobbies and whatnot. Now, Twitch, yes, it would be awesome if Twitch stayed as a gaming platform, but Twitch would never be able to pull more people to say, hey, you should stream on Twitch, because and not saying this is, I don't think this, but Twitch is probably competing with all these other streaming platforms, and they have to expand their horizons. If they stick to the old ways, just to gaming, then they will eventually will die out, and all these other streaming platforms will eventually come up with nice ideas like RL streaming, like Twitch did. Like nowadays, like they added traveling, hiking, or whatnot, like all these different categories. So we can't, if we stay to the old, we can never expand.
That's a very good answer. Um, excuse me.
Hmm.
They'll ask, what's your favorite and least favorite Twitch categories?
Oh, I
That's
I I I don't really know about the dislike, but the categories I do like is the gaming and just chatting, because I like seeing like people could be in just chatting, like playing like a piano or a guitar. Just it's just an awesome variety of things to see, and what all these different talents they can do. It's like a mini version, a Twitch version of Americans Got Talent. You know?
I agree with that. Yes, that's a very good way to look at it. So when you're not streaming and you have that free time, what are some of the things that you do for entertainment?
I do like to play pickleball. That is a very smaller version of tennis slash ping pong. It's more like aggressive tennis. I like to go for walks. I also like to go to the gym 3 days a week. It's Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays, and and I just like to hang around, watch my anime. I watch it on Crunchyroll, and sometimes if I get bored, I just take a walk around the neighborhood, and also I hang out with friends as well.
What type of anime do you
Ooh, ooh,
like?
I like
I
I like isekai a
don't never
lot.
heard of that one.
Isekai would be like the main protagonists are being very OP, like mad OP in the show, and they just pretend like they're not OP at all, but they're like, but in the end they're actually quite powerful.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah. What other genre do I like? Um, I think there's plenty, but can't think of the other categories. Hmm.
I'm very picky about the anime I watch. I
I don't
haven't
know, like
seen
me
many, but some
too.
of my
So
favorites are Bleach, Death Note,
Death Note
um,
was pretty good.
Trigun. That's my very,
Trigun, I love that anime.
that's my
That's a good
very,
one.
very first anime was
Trigun is
Trigun.
a
Yeah,
good one. My
And
very first anime. Oh, go ahead.
no, no, no. Go ahead, go ahead.
I just wanted to go quickly follow up with my first anime that I ever got into was SAO, and also One
Oh,
Piece.
nice. Yeah, SAO has a good anime too.
Oh
I
yeah,
really enjoyed that one. I
I me
also
and my
enjoy Full Metal Alchemist. That's one of my favorites.
Full Metal. Oh, that was such a good anime. Such a sad story though.
Yeah.
Um, I guess what that was a good one. What also did I really like? I had it in my tip of my tongue. Um, I, is it called Soul Eater? Soul Eater.
Oh,
That
never
that
heard
was
of that
also a
one.
good. Soul Eater is also a good one as well.
What's that about?
So Soul Eater is a anime that is so there's I don't remember all the characters. So basically, it's mainly about a Reaper Soul Society that pretty much kill demons, and every time they kill these demons, right, they drop these souls, right, and the smaller, no matter the size or whatnot, but the more demons they kill, or basically if they kill another, I forgot the names what they call themselves. What I'm gonna say call them reapers, right? If they kill like a reaper, right, and they killed so many demons, so the more souls you devour, the more powerful you become. And so like so eventually you get to that point where if let's say you have a friend that said, oh, you know what, this guy's so good, like I want to kill him for his souls or something. All he devours. So all basically, if you kill that person, the souls that he has inside of him literally just drop him, and
That sounds
then
really good.
they just devour it. So I don't know really. So basically, it's just a whole bunch of like soul reapers and demons fighting each other. There's a lot more to it. I just don't remember it because it's been such a long
I have to
time
check
since I
that
watched
out.
it. Hmm?
That sounds really good.
Oh yeah, it is. It's called Soul Eater. I think it has like 3 seasons.
Nice. I'm gonna check that out.
Oh yeah.
Phil asks, do you have a favorite? Excuse me.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite gaming platform, or
Do I
do
have
you
a
play
favorite?
on everything?
I have PC and Xbox. I grew up playing Xbox. I did play on PC a lot as well growing up as well. Um, but I mainly so when I was going through my elementary school through high school days, I played on Xbox and also I played on PC, but mainly on the Xbox. Because I didn't have the specifications allowed to play the newer games until recently.
What's your favorite offline game that you enjoyed as a
Offline,
kid?
Jade Empire.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jade Empire was my all-time favorite. Really good
Nice.
storyline, very good combat. Loved it.
That's a really good game.
Oh yeah.
What's your opinion on all these retro games getting remade or
I
remastered?
I feel like that's awesome to be
Yeah,
honest, because I know a lot of people who miss those games want them remastered because they want to relive the nostalgia days. I said, man, this brings back when I was a child, like when I was a kid or going through school. Say this was my every time I got home, I always threw my backpack on the floor, rushed to my console, started booting up their very favorite game.
yep.
So I really think it's a very good thing that they're remaking all these retro games in remaster because some of the people like people who are older than 20 and above, they were like people who grew up playing a certain game, they want to see their game revived again or remastered. I said, hey, I haven't played this game since I was little. I'm gonna buy it because it's the remastered version and relive my nostalgia days.
That's like, yeah, I love all the retro games. They get remastered. How do you feel about some of the games that we used to grow up with that are being made in movies or television series.
To TV series and movies, I think it's pretty cool to be honest. I want to see my game in a movie form, a TV series form. Like, let's say if they ever made a Gears of War series, TV show, or a movie, I would be the first one to pre-order my ticket in a heartbeat. I feel like it would be awesome, even though it might be the only issue is would they actually get the storyline right or would they mix it up a little bit? Now, if they mix it up a little bit, that's okay. But if they change the whole algorithm and the story plot, then I might be a little bit upset. But I think it would still be pretty cool to have your favorite game turned into a movie or a TV series.
Have you watched Twisted Metal yet?
Twisted Metal? No, I
Yeah,
have not.
highly recommend it. They
Okay,
did so
Twisted.
good with it. They
I definitely
stayed
will.
true to
Can I
like
write
the
this down real quick?
series, to the game series, and they should really good.
So you
Me
said
and
Twist.
Zale just finished watching it like a couple of days ago, but we loved all of it. And it was
Ooh,
really good.
definitely. I would definitely look into Twisted Metal. That sounds pretty good. What about?
Uh,
Have you ever watched Tokyo Ghoul?
no, I never heard of that.
So Tokyo Ghoul was also a pretty good one. As I said, I'm bad at explaining things, but I can do my best of my ability. Basically, it's about a main protagonist called Ken. He was living once a human being. I'm going to just say a few like how it starts then. So basically, he turns into a ghoul on accident. I guess one of the ghouls that were about to die, and then something happened, and he turned into a ghoul the next day. And now and basically he can't eat the things he loves anymore. Now he has to eat other stuff that doesn't look so satisfying. It's it's I guess the plot is like a very big like turf war between all these other ghouls.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of it again?
Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay, okay. Let me put that in my notes.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
want to check that out. That
Sounds good.
sounds pretty cool.
I'm gonna actually write down Twisted Metal real quick actually too.
It's really good. I highly recommend that. What is your I forgot my question. um,
It's all good.
how do you feel that Twitch has helped you grow as a person?
Um, I feel like Twitch has helped me grow as a person. It's teaching me how to respond to other people because if you don't respond right, people will leave. They don't want people to be spiteful. They don't want them to be ugly. They want to for me it taught me to not be so spiteful towards others because everyone lives their own life and they should have their own right to live their own life. People have their different personalities and whatnot. So I'm becoming more accepting of others, and I don't judge people who for how they act or how they talk, or whatnot. Because one, I'm not that person, and I'm an accepting person, even though like at times if I get a little bit, well, not annoyed, but if I get like frustrated or something, I say, hey, I'm not gonna be mean. Say, hey, hey, man, like, hey, or hey, I'm not like, hey, person, like, I am sorry that um if someone I am more accepting, but I'm not being gonna be mean about it. Like if they're getting a little bit too much, I was like, hey, I'm sorry that I have something that came up. I'll talk to you later. If you ever want to talk more, I'm always open to speaking with you more about this. And then I'll just go politely back out of the if I'm in a Discord call with many people or something, I'm not gonna be spiteful to the person because that's not how you should be.
I agree with you on that. Me and Zale, we always believe that. Well, personally, I'm a very competitive person. Like I love competition,
Hmm.
whether it's in video games, sports, or I love competition.
Oh yeah.
But me and Zell believe that when it comes to streaming, we should all support each other.
Oh yeah.
Save all the competition for the gaming, all that noise.
Oh yeah.
I
I
think that
agree.
streamers, the only way
Yeah.
you can grow is by being friends with others. So why compete? I never saw the point of people competing for like partnership. You gain nothing from getting partnership before me, If I made partner before you, that does nothing for anybody. If we grow together, at least when you hit whatever that goal is, you can tell everybody, I didn't do it alone. I had amazing friends and people that we have met to help to reach that.
Hmm.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
You
As
know,
a competitive, being a competitive person, you need to understand that if you have a team of people that, let's say you go to the eventually your teammate, let's say the 5-man team you made, let's say I'm gonna use Smite as an example. You make a 5-man team and started doing doing comp together and whatnot, even though I don't think that's a thing in Smite anymore. But you queue up as a 5-man stack, right? And you rank up together and you get to that point, you get sponsored. You had to say you don't should not let your glory get into the point, oh I am the one that carries the team. No. Basically what you have to do is gotta stay true to yourself and say, hey, we got here together. I'm so proud of how hard we worked. No matter how many losses we had, all the practice we had, some of the skirmishes weren't the best. You got always got to stay positive, because if you start talking negatively about your teammates, then your team will eventually fall, and you guys won't perform well
exactly.
at competitions or tournaments. Because that's the main point, not the main point about competing, but competing for money and getting that exposure, getting out there, like possibly being famous of, oh, this guy is the best Ymir player in the world, or you know, like like you guys have to remember that you guys work together to get to that spot. Don't hog all the glory. Share the glory with all your teammates.
I agree with that so much.
Yeah.
They'll ask, are you a fan of anime based games? Or do you feel like they never do it justice?
Oh,
You know,
I love anime-based games.
what's
I
an
play
example?
I play Closers. That's kind of like a 2D MMO hub MMO. Let's see. Tower of Fantasy. I tried Genshin Impact, but I couldn't really get into that. Really.
Me
Um.
either, actually. I
It
just,
don't get me wrong. The game looks phenomenally, awesomely graphic, but I just couldn't get into it.
yeah, I don't know. It felt
Uh.
like something was missing. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful game.
It
It
is.
just seems like something's not there. And
Yeah.
they missed something.
I understand that. I totally get that actually. Another game that I really liked playing was what's it called? Kitarika Reboot? It's the no, sorry. It's Critica Reboot. It's not a popular game anymore, but it's like more like oldish anime style kind of. Um, what other anime? Hang on, let me see. I have a whole bunch of games I used to play here. Give me a second. Um, actually, Excel World versus Sword Art Online as well. That one was an old one as well.
The SAO games were done really well. I
Oh,
think,
thank you for reminding me. I did play a lot of Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. That was a lot of fun.
another good one was Hat series, the Dot
Which
Hat
one?
games, Dot Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard those actually. What's those
Oh,
about?
they're really good. It has like a an SAO feel to it, you know. So it's really good.
Uh, can you what's can you DM me those and
Yeah, I'll put
those
it in your chat for you.
awesome.
Okay, yeah. But
Um, right.
are you are you a fan of Final Fantasy?
I played it for a good bit, but I could not get into it.
Really?
Yeah, my friend in IRL, he told me, "Hey, you should play Final Fantasy 14, the MMO." I said, "Okay, I'll try it out." I just didn't like how the game felt. I felt maybe it's just me because I was playing the game alone. Um, he, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I like playing with friends. When it becomes like a game that my friend wanted me to get into it, so like I liked watching people play Final Fantasy 14, but I can never. When I bought it, I'm like,
See, when
the
I
game.
meet my name Hykiri
Mhm.
was actually the name of my character on Final Fantasy 11.
Oh,
Yeah, me and Vale, my grandmother, and Vale's mom, we all played that game together because it's a MMO.
oh,
So we all played it for like 20 years together. Yeah, that's how we that's how I got my name, and that's how Vale created her name was on the name.
to be honest with you, I thought your name came from For Honor.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a character
Oh,
named Hykiri,
that's awesome.
and that character has you can either be a male or a female Hykiri, and their weapon is a great axe, pretty
Oh,
much.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm like,
I'm gonna have
huh,
to
I
try it out.
wonder. But now I think I was wrong. I thought you got your name from For Honor, but that's pretty cool that it came from Final
Yep,
Fantasy 11.
me and Vale, we played it so much that we actually got married together on the game.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So how did you two meet? Did you guys met on the game
Me
and
and
you guys
Vale, and actually, we actually met hospital appointment. We both went to a doctor.
Oh,
I was 11 years old, and Vale was 13. And now I'm 40 now, and Vale's 42. It's not, and we've been together ever since that day. That's how we met. That's
wow.
yeah, we be old.
Yeah, we all get to that age eventually,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I'm almost 30. I turned 28 this year. So like
That's awesome.
I'm
Enjoy
like
it.
so I'm getting close to my 30s. Oh no.
Me and Vale, we actually don't live together. And we're also not legally married, but we've
Mhm.
been together since since that day. The
I'm
reason
so
that we're not together, living together,
mhm,
is because we're both disabled.
mhm.
I have muscular dystrophy, and Vale has a brittle bone disease. So it's hard for
Okay.
both of us, to travel.
I
And
really
we both need, caregivers,
mhm,
to help us out. And the reason that we're not legally married is because that in the United States, if we were to live together, or get legally married,
Hmm.
the U.S. government sees that as us being cured and no longer disabled. So they would take away all our medical benefits. And we can't live without that. So,
Yeah,
yeah, it's messed
that
up.
it is messed up. But I did have a friend one time that mentioned to me that marriage is just a thing on papers just to say, hey, we're married.
It's very true.
And if you two love it, and now I have no doubt in your mind, I think I know you guys love each other very much,
Oh, yeah.
and I just think that you don't have to be married to know true love.
Right.
If, and also, if you guys been together for that long and you guys are staying loyal to each other, talking to each other, streaming together, and you stick together for all this time, man, I just think that at this point for you guys, marriage is just a piece of paper. You
Yeah,
don't
it's
need that
definitely
to
true.
signify. You don't need this piece of paper to signify your love.
Yeah, we've always said that. We, a few years ago, it's been about 7 years. We raised money and we had a wrestling wedding at a local wrestling show.
That's
Where I live
awesome.
at, we went to the wrestling show and they put on like a private little part of the show where me and Dale were both wrestlers, and that's how we did the wedding. I
That's
was the
so
bad guy,
awesome.
and Dale was the good guy, and the referee was the priest, and when he asked me if I took Dale to be my wife, I told him, of course I don't. Dale should be happy to have me here, because I was the bad guy. So it
Oh,
was really
okay.
fun. It was a good
Uh,
time.
yeah, it sounds like you guys had
Yeah.
a fun time. I'm so
Yeah.
happy for you too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome here, Kiri.
Um, so how do you feel social media impacts your growth as a
Hmm.
streamer?
So as social media, well, to be honest, when I started streaming, I don't think only a very few know I stream on Twitch. I have friends that I feel like the things I had done or whatnot to get noticed and whatnot, I feel like they would judge me for what I did. A lot of my friends are Christian, and I feel like they will be judgmental or they won't improve. So I guess I keep my streaming life separate from social media. So I really don't know how that would affect my streaming life. I just usually have a streaming life and an outside life. I know that's not healthy thinking, but eventually I would eventually tell some more of my friends that I stream
Oh no, I get
and
it, I get
whatnot.
it. It's my family is not very supportive as me as a streamer, so I definitely understand, where you're coming from with that. Whereas on the other side, Vale's family supports her a great deal. So, I understand it. I understand what you mean. But I think, I have been using, my Twitter and Instagram and all that. And it definitely has helped, me grow a lot as a streamer and as a person too. Because I feel like when my camera's on, yes, this is, Hykiri. But with my viewers, I'm always honest with how my day is, how my life's going, and I encourage my viewers to do the same. This is your place. If you don't want to talk about You're in real life, okay. But if you need to vent, that's okay too. Because, for me, my family never allowed me to be that way. So why I don't let my family really interact with my stream, and for let my grandmother or my grandfather, but that's who I live with.
Right.
But the rest of my family, I don't let them have
Right.
any involvement, with my streams or with my media. I don't post any of my stream stuff where they would have access because this is the place where I can be myself
Right.
without fears of, their thoughts or their influence as to who I am. And I always like to give my community, a full look into, my life because nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for people to say, hey, it's okay to have a bad day. And so if I'm having a bad day, my stream knows that because I want them to know that if they're here for me on my bad days, I should be here for them on their bad days too.
Yeah. For me, when I have bad days, I usually I'm a person that pretty much holds everything in, changes everything up. I'm that kind of person. Like if I'm even not having a good day, I always when I stream, like I always if something's going on in the IRL, I'm like I try to shrug it off. It's not a big deal. Then eventually, when something happens, then I start letting everything loose. But if someone's going through something, I always put their needs before mine because that's how I always am, or how I was raised, and how I taught myself to be. Like, even though I understand that taking care of yourself is important, but I put people's feelings above mine, and I put mine last because
Yeah,
I
I
want to see
understand that.
I want to see people happy. I don't really mind if I get put down or like etc. It's just like I want to see my friends happy. So even if I had to put myself in a state that probably would make me even more sad, I would do it because I love seeing people happy.
Verex, how do you feel about stream teams? What are the pros and cons?
Stream teams? I never heard of it.
You never heard of a stream team?
Mm-mm.
Some streamers, once their partner, are allowed to make their own team to promote other streamers
Mm-hmm.
and help others grow. It's meant to be, very positive,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't yet to just find that setting.
Yes.
It could be drama,
Yeah.
you know.
Sometimes stream teams can be well, as you know, they could be leading to drama sometimes, especially in the people who you have on your stream team.
Um, what do you think Twitch is going to do to grow in the next 5 years?
I feel like Twitch will add more categories like cooking categories, like more like television style, like cooking shows. Maybe implement, maybe people who just want to stream Crunchyroll and just chillax and stream it on their end, or eventually, as you said, TV would be Twitch, s- not soon, but eventually it will be like that. I feel like they will add more categories like golfing channel, like golfing categories, or and whatnot. Like I'm not saying TVs will be going away anytime soon, but I'm just saying in 5 years I feel like I could see that happening. Which they will add more categories like sports and whatnot.
Yeah, I agree with that. They don't have, football games and wrestling events. concerts. So, I think Twitch is definitely going to grow and more revenues for, different types of content to bring to people because, at the end of the day, Twitch is just a really big entertainment company.
It
So they
is.
have to keep growing. Who are some of the most original streamers that you enjoy watching
The
or
original.
promoting?
I like to watch Asmongold a lot. Believe it or not. Um, Asmongold. MMO Bite.
Oh, I don't know that one.
MMO Bite. He streams a lot of the anime MMOs, and he tests a lot of anime games. He reviews them. He tests them, giving feedback of the game. Watching teaser trailers of new games. So that's where I learned to like. That's where I get my info about anime games more. Um, the upcoming anime games, and the second and third would be hmm. Those are the only two I really watch. Really, there's a lot more that I follow, but those are the two main that I watch.
Do you think it's fair to say that CuteBot opened doors for new types of content when she started creating, review dates?
I did not know Cupid back then. But if I had to put an answer in, I people say that she never did. Just she eventually evolved to e-dating. I heard she is good with the instruments. I don't know what kind, but she used to do instrument shows.
Yeah,
Um,
I've seen her play the guitar and actually sing. She's very talented.
oh yeah. She's very talented. I guess people who evolve to different ideas, it's not a bad thing. It's just it's hard to start. I don't know how big her channel was when she did playing her instruments and whatnot. But I bet she grew dramatically by doing e-dating because e-dating on Twitch is a big thing and it also can attract a lot of people in as well.
Please believe that CuteBot is a pioneer
What
into
does that mean?
creating. I believe she's a pioneer in the fact that she took a chance with something that nobody else does, and it blew up into a very successful type of stream
Hmm.
because at the time. Now I've only followed CuteBot for a few months now, but I do believe that she's very unique in what she presents
Hmm.
because nobody else was doing that, when she did it. So, she took that chance and it could have blew up and backfired on her,
Hmm.
but instead it did. It really helped her, let streaming be a big part of her income, to
Yeah.
help her do this as a living.
Oh yeah.
Other streamers that I think I would consider to be pioneers are like a guy we watch. His name is Toonsley.
Hmm.
He's a full. You might know who he is. He actually was a cute bot once, but he's a full animated streamer. Like he's a cartoon,
Ooh.
but everything he does is interactive. like the chat, like like your channel points to make him jump, to make his little VTuber, and they can interact with his background and everything. It's like it's an amazing feat. Like he does everything. Like you never actually see him. He's
Right.
just a VTube, and his entire background is completely animated.
That's
Others
really
like
cool.
that. We have a good friend. His name is Flipper. Freedom Flipper.
Oh yeah, I see
And
him in the
yeah,
chats.
yeah. And he's very entertaining because while he does, while he games,
Mhm.
he also does like trivia questions, and he asks like movie questions. So while he's playing, he does all these cool interactions for his chat. It's like a big experience. Our friend Doofy, he does magic tricks
Mhm.
on his stream. He's very he's you know who Bob Saget is?
I did not know who Bob
Uh
Saget is.
he used to be the host of America's Home Videos, funniest home videos,
Hmm.
or he's on Full House. And he's a
Eh,
comedian, and
okay.
Doofy does things on his stream
Hmm.
to make it real funny. And he's a
I
really
don't.
good comedian. I
I
definitely
re-
recommend these
I def.
guys.
What can you? So what's the one? What's the ones you recommend so I can
I'll
write down?
DM to you. I'll
Thank you.
DM to you for 'em.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. And Zale, I mean, I know she's my wife,
Hmm.
but when she streams, she turns like all her games into like a visual novel.
Hmm.
She reads everything. She reads all the character lines, and she'll throw in like accents and like the
That's
characters,
that's
and she's really good
awesome.
at it. Yeah, so
That's
people like that, I feel like bring new experiences, to Twitch, and
I
that's what we
agree.
need.
Oh yeah.
We need that freshness.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Especially when you're questing and the NPC doesn't talk. I'm like,
I
all
know,
right,
right?
it doesn't talk. I said, ah man.
It's very true.
Yeah. So.
Vale says, "What are your thoughts on streamers who don't use a camera or microphone?"
Um. Hmm. I guess I have. Hmm. I don't know. For me, for my answer, it depends. If you're starting streaming, let's say the you have to be at least 13 or older to make a Twitch account, right?
Right.
If you're not the right of age to stream, like if let's say you're 13 and say, hey, you ask your parents, hey, can I make a Twitch account? Yeah, but there's a rule. You can't have a microphone on or a camera on because you're not the legal age. They don't want that kind of. It's so I could see it with a parent's perspective, but also like just to protect them if they're not the age to stream, or if people hear a younger voice and say, "Are you really 13, or did you just make an account and just fake the the information?" Because anyone can fake information making accounts nowadays.
Oh yeah.
So so like so I guess that's for people who don't have a mic or headset or mic or sound on. Well, they can have sound on and not talk, but if they're not really over the age to be streaming on Twitch, they could be in trouble. with other people. Say, hey, why are you streaming on this platform? You don't sound the age of 13, and you just have to like it's I guess it's just if that's the case, um then that it's okay. But if people just don't want to talk or chat, then I feel like it would be harder for you to grow your channel because you're not interacting with anyone, or you're not interacting with your chat, or you're not interacting. People don't know what you look like. They don't like to make content. Sometimes they don't like say, "Oh man, I messed up," or like something like that. So they can't really see the reactions you're making. So like to you know, that's sorry, I think I went off topic with the question, but I guess I have no. I'm neutral on that one. It just depends on the situation.
Arvel asks, what about VTubers?
I don't know what VTubers are.
It's like with a streamer, instead of having like a webcam, they have an animated picture representing them. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I did see a few of those.
yeah,
How do I feel? I think it's pretty cool. I mean, to see VTubers stream on Twitch like that. I think some of them has a dog. They have a every time they talk or anything, it's like
yeah,
the dog is talking or something like
yeah.
that. Or that's I think that they're pretty cool. I didn't know what VTubers are until you said, oh, people customize their
Yeah,
avatars, and they every time they chat or move, it's like they're like a dog or something like that. Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
it is.
Um, do you think Twitch does enough to protect the streamer from like hate raids or things like that?
Hate raids. I have not experienced it or seen it yet, but so I really can't give a answer to that. But yeah, I had never experienced that or seen it happen before.
We've had a hate raid twice, I think. It's not often though, but I think Twitch does a lot of things to make sure that as a streamer, we're not hit by other trolls or harmful people.
Yeah,
I think Twitch does a good job at keeping people safe.
and it's
No
sad that
matter on
it's
your
sad.
race or your sexual orientation or your
Yeah.
gender. I think Twitch does a good job.
I really feel like hate raids are really disappointing and discriminating. Like,
Yes.
it's just because someone has a disability or disability, physical disability or whatnot. They or their no matter what their race is, you don't. It's not right to judge them for being on a Twitch platform and trying to, you know, maybe one day they want to be big and make a lot of money, or they just trying to be on here, have a good time, get their account fall. They want to get their eventually get affiliated so they get the chance to make that money, or like it's really mean to judge people for who they are or what they look like. Like every time, like I would use me for example. When people saw my face the first time when I turned on my camera, I said, "Oh my gosh, this guy is so fat." I'm like, "Really?" Like,
Yeah.
I said, "Okay, then just like like I don't know. I guess for that is like I guess the best advice I can give that for that is to tune out the haters because not everyone will like you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like like you have people that will like you and people who hate you. But even though like it's sad to see all these hateful raids or discrimination. As I said, I never experienced one, but as what you told me, if that ever happened to me, I would say, well, sorry guys, I don't wake up every day to impress you guys. I'm here to enjoy my time. or like live my life best of the life as I can. Do what I love is Twitch streaming and whatnot. Like I am not gonna let you guys bring me down or my spirits down. You know, you always have to have that positive mentality.
Yeah, I agree. You can't let them bring you down. You
Yeah.
know. So we think with the popularity of e-girls on Twitch, do you think the e-girls make it harder for other women to get noticed as actual gamers?
Um, can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I was reading someone's
Yeah, yeah,
typing in
no
my
problem, no
chat.
problem. Do you think it's harder? What, sorry. With the blooming of e-girls on Twitch,
Mhm.
do you think it makes it harder for female gamers to be recognized as actual gamers and not just
Um,
e-girls?
I feel like I understand why people for me at least, this is just me. I feel like girl, there are girls that play video games. People say, "Oh, that's is mainly just males that play videos." Nah, that's not true. People, it just depends on the genre of the games as well. There's a lot of girls that game, and I feel like girls who want to just Twitch stream or they want to be recognized, I feel like they should be there themselves. But I know it's different for females because I don't know the peer pressure or I don't know what they have to go through, what they go through if they try to be themselves. So they try and they turn into e-girls like e-girls meaning like wearing cat ears or what or etc. To be American. I really feel like they should be themselves. I know that's actually just be a lot of the words, but I really think that they shouldn't be worried about being judged as if they are a girl gamer. I do know that there are times when I gamed, even though I'm 27, I feel like when I say this I'm old, but when someone hears a girl's voice, it's like, "Oh my gosh, it's a girl! Are you really a girl that plays video?" I'm like, God, I'm like, guys, it's girls can play video games too. It's just I guess not rare, but odd to see one because are hardly you hardly come across them when you're playing games. But I feel like you should just stay true to yourself if you're a girl that you want to game on and stream. You should just be yourself. Don't be peer pressured to be an e-girl if you don't want to. Eventually you will eventually you will grow and grow if you stay like you gotta stay true to yourself. If you have to change and be an e-girl and you still have your same personality, it doesn't matter. But I just say just stay true to yourself.
I agree. Zero asks, as for streaming, is this something you consider to be a hobby? Or are you seriously trying to make this a full-time job?
I really want to make this a full time job. I really think that would be amazing. I suffer from severe arthritis, so um, on my left ankle, so like it's hard for me to work an 8-hour job without my ankle hurting. Um, usually those days when I come home, it feels like I broke my ankle or something, or it's so painful to me to walk. It's gets really bad, so like it's hard for me to work those 8-hour jobs. So I do want to see myself doing Twitch streaming because I love playing video games. I love interacting with people. I'm a very nice guy, so I feel like Twitch stream. Do want to make this I want to get there big, but eventually though, it would take me time to get there. But my end goal is to be big and do this as a full-time job.
That's a good point. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
It takes a lot of work, but the reward, it's so satisfying when it comes back.
It is.
Um, Val says she didn't know about you, but she didn't know that about you, and she sympathizes. as you
About
know, we both suffer from that,
oh
with
yeah,
our problems. So we
I
feel you.
suffer I suffered the severe arthritis since I was what happened was in middle school I was playing basketball. I did a full 360 on my ankle, landed on it wrong.
Oh wow.
I for a while I would limped for a few years and I got a cast on it. Then eventually I found out I thought it was in the ankle, but it's the joint a little bit above the ankle and the bone is a little bit out of place.
Oh wow.
Um, so like yeah, I'm very great. Trying to not really use people when I say oh my ankle hurts or something. You know, people say it's an excuse, but it's really not because it's
Yeah.
it's very painful. You know, like sometimes when I get done my day at work, my ankle like when I take off my shoe from work, my ankle swells up like a golf ball. That's how bad it is. It gets to a
Wow.
point.
Yeah, some
Um,
people just they don't understand that everybody handle things differently. One
yeah,
person may be able to tolerate doesn't mean someone else tolerates it as well. We're all different. Some things are
I
harder for
I heard that
others.
a I heard that a lot. Like, oh, I have arthritis everywhere. Okay, and you are a different person than I am.
Yeah,
Like, like I hate when people try to compare that. Oh, I have arthritis, but I'm doing okay. I said, okay, you're a different person. Like,
exactly.
arthritis affects everyone differently, and the severity.
Yes, and so does pain.
Oh yeah,
Not
agreed.
everybody can tolerate pain the same way.
Yeah.
And that's like people assume that just because we're in wheelchairs that it's really just an easy life, and that's not true.
No.
Because we have to help our families, do things, help them remember, because they'll live with her parents and I live with my grandparents. So they're getting older, and because of that, we have to help run the daily activities in our house to make
Mhm.
sure bills are paid, and stuff like that. And
Right.
people just think, oh, you're in a wheelchair. All you have to do is sit there and play games. Or it must be nice that a wheelchair, is so comfortable. And that's not true.
No.
We do much more than just play games. And these wheelchairs aren't as comfortable as people think they are.
Yeah.
And
And
believe
also,
me, if we could walk, we would much prefer that. Rather sit here all day.
yeah.
That it's not that
When
good of a life. People, it's very easy for people to assume and discriminate based on what they see and not what they know.
right.
You know.
And also I want to add to that as well. Like when I was going through high school, I was in LFI classes, learning for independence classes that was for kids with disabilities in it. I had friends that several friends that had were in wheelchairs or using dyno boxes or people who are like me that has their learning disabilities not so
Yeah.
severe. I can tell you this, like people who are in wheelchairs, they are way smarter than people would think. I do not like how people judge people who are in wheelchairs and they don't even want to talk to them because they're in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
It's not right. That's
People
you're
are
just
very, very
people
judgmental.
very judgmental. Everyone, like I always tell, like I caught one of these people that he was making fun of one of the girls that I am friends with. She's in a wheelchair. She has cerebral palsy. I say, oh, it must be easy. No, bro, she can't even walk on her own. She has to have help get her drink. You don't know what she goes through every day. And what happens if you were in her shoes? Would you be laughing? Would you be making fun of someone like that if you were in her shoes? And I don't think not. Like people need to understand that people go through struggles throughout life, and eventually it's no there. So for some things there are no cure. You have to live the best life as you can. Like I sympathize with people who are in wheelchairs. I give them more time. I don't get angry if I see someone. Let's say I see someone coming through to the doors that I'm walking out and they're in a wheelchair. I'll hold the door open. It's not like I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just being
Well,
helpful.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you just need to be more open-minded
It's
to
very true.
helping
I
people
think
with
if more
disabilities.
people had that
I
attitude, we'd have a
I
better world.
yeah, I feel like a lot of I feel like nowadays like people who find out you have a disability or something or a physical disability, learning or physical, they automatically assume, oh, this guy's dumb, he doesn't know anything, or oh, he must have it easy. No, like just because you have a disability doesn't mean that makes you who you are. Like yeah, yes, sometimes it has a barrier on how far we can go, but if we work hard enough, we can break those barriers to become better
Exactly.
people.
Exactly. I think if we work hard enough, we can we can change the way the world views us. And it's very important that, people in these situations are given a fair chance to live their life like everyone else does.
Hmm.
We should all be equal, no
Yeah,
matter of disabilities, gender, race, or sexuality. We should all be equal, and people aren't like that. It's sad,
yeah,
but people need to change.
yeah. It is. It would be a nicer place if people
Yes.
can be becoming more accepting of people with disabilities. Like, I actually, this is I was actually really mad when the kids said it, but I couldn't do anything because I'm a leader for a church group, and we were writing down what is your deepest darkest secret, and I wrote down mine. I said having a learning disability. And then I one of the kids draw mine out and said, "Oh, people with learning disabilities should not be on this world." I'm like, I literally looked at him, was about to say something to him, and say I couldn't because he was a high schooler. But I was so upset what he said about like people with disabilities. Like, we deserve to be on this earth as much as other people who do not have a disability. They are normal. Well, I'm not saying every people are normal. Like, people are normal. It's just it's hard for us to move on and move forward, not being judged about the world labels us as disabled dumb people, and I absolutely hate that because I had that situation happen to me in high school. Like the teachers thought I couldn't do anything because I had a disability. They treated
Yeah,
me like
we had the
shite.
same problem
they
when
treated
I was in
us
high
like
school.
they treated
Y-
us like dirt. We couldn't do what we wanted to do. Oh, this class is too hard for you. They didn't even let us get it. They didn't
Yep,
even give us a chance. They just
exactly.
discriminated us.
I got
And
after high school, I would apply for college in New Orleans, and I took the entrance exam, and I scored top three in the entire school, and I wanted to go to the college to become a computer programmer, but the computer classes were
mhm,
on the second floor, and the elevator wasn't big enough for my wheelchair
mhm,
to fit through the door because they were really old elevators.
mhm,
from like the 1940s. It was like some of the first elevators ever made. And my wheelchair wouldn't, fit inside.
Mm,
So instead of moving the glasses, downstairs to where I could attend, instead of doing that, they decided to remove the whole curriculum from the whole school just so I wouldn't go. So I was never able to attend college, because of that. And that's very unfair,
it is
you know.
very unfair. Nowadays, I feel like a lot of people or a lot of places they'll say,
Yeah,
"Oh, they don't want to accommodate people with disabilities because it's extra work for them." Why?
it's true.
It's sad to see that, but today's society, it's rough.
It's
It's
true.
not,
It's very true.
but it's not fair to us that are some people with, as I said, physical disabilities, learning disabilities. Like, it's unfair for us because we're trying to move on with our world. We might need a little bit more assistance than others do, but it doesn't mean that we should be treated like trash.
Well, there's not one person on earth, no matter if you're normal or if you're disabled, there is not one person that has never needed help, no matter what you are. Everybody at some point in their life has needed help from someone for something. It's just some people require more help than others, but there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with that. When I was growing up, I was very stubborn. I tried to do anything because I always wanted to be with my peers, but at the same time, I finally, until this day, I finally realized it's okay to have help because everyone needs help eventually. It's just, I guess, why I had sounded like that all that time is because I would have a disability. I was very stubborn. Like I wanted to try to prove on my own, but until recent, my friend told me, say, hey, it's okay to have ask for help here and there. Like
Yeah,
like
I was the same way as you. It took me a long time to realize that you can't do everything, on your own. You have to ask help. And, more often than not, people will not help you. And you're going to find out that a lot more people won't help you compared to the amount of people who will help you. But the ones that do help you, you can count on them,
right,
to be there for you. And that's what's important.
yeah, I agree 100% with that.
Well, buddy, I don't want to keep you too late, but
Uh, it's all
is there
good.
any questions you wanted to ask us?
Um, yeah. How long have you guys been streaming for, you and Val?
Are we having streaming? It
Yeah.
will be 8 years this year. Oh, we haven't been.
Hey, that's big. Congrats,
Yeah, yeah,
both of
thank
you.
you.
You're very welcome.
Uh,
What kind of games do you like to stream mostly?
I I got when I first started streaming, I didn't even know what this was. I didn't know what Twitch was. I had bought myself a PS4, and when I turned it on, I saw the PS app. I mean the Twitch app, and I was like, "What is this?" So I tried it, and the rest is history. I play a variety of games,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people know me from WWE, the wrestling game,
I saw you playing
because
that on your
yeah,
stream earlier.
I'm actually a four-time world record holder in wrestling
Re-
games.
really?
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
I have the longest online winning streak in some games
What's
against other players.
what's the highest
Three
you got?
thousand, 3,333 wins without a
Sheesh,
single loss.
that's amazing.
And it's because of that record and because of Twitch, and I am the only person in the entire world that has a sponsorship with the WWE.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I have got to meet all the wrestlers. I have meetings with them over Discord and over Google, and I help out with the game promotions and the pay per view promotions. We went to the WrestleMania show a few years back, and Daniel Bryan recognized me, and he brought me backstage to meet all the wrestlers and take pictures, and it was so crazy because when we got there, he was like, "Oh my God, Hykiri," and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Daniel Bryan," and he was like, "Can I have a picture?" I was like, "With me? I want a picture with you." And he was like, all the wrestlers knew who I was from my channel. And to this
That
very day, they still watch me on
that's
my channel.
amazing. Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's a huge, huge
Yeah,
accomplishment here, Carrie.
it's a dream come true.
It is. Oh my gosh, that's a big W that right there for 3,300
Yeah.
something wins and longest streak. Whew. I wish I could be that good at wrestling games. I tried playing one at one time, but I just mashed buttons and said, I hope I can win.
Avail, Avail likes to play horror games. She
Horror.
loves
Oh,
horror games.
I cannot stand
Not
horror.
bad.
I'm the chicken. I'm the chicken of
Me too.
I'm the chicken of my friend group. I do
Yeah.
not watch horror at all.
Me too.
Like the only thing, I think the one thing I even thought Chainsaw Man was scary.
Yeah.
Chainsaw, not Chainsaw Man. What is it? No, sorry. Uh, Saw, the Saw series.
Yeah.
I I
Oh,
thought that was
dude, me
scary.
too.
Just the dog got me freaked out. But I've been a little bit better with that movie. But like other than that, like nah, I'm good. I'm not doing
Yep, I'm
horror.
with you. I'm with you,
Um,
man.
what else? There has to be more questions I want to ask. Um, oh, I guess I can ask this. Are you going to TwitchCon this year?
I have never been to
Hmm?
TwitchCon,
You never been
but
to TwitchCon?
no. But
Are you
one day
planning
I'm
on going?
gonna go. Me and they are
Oh,
gonna go to it one year. Okay, this seems
okay.
cool. It
Oh
just seems
yeah.
so fun. Have
Okay.
you ever gone?
I am going this year. Yes.
Nice. Are you gonna
Yeah.
meet up with any streamers? You know?
Actually, I am going down with the G and Evo. Um.
Oh, nice.
We're going to go down and I'm actually very nervous meeting all the other streamers. Like, it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to meeting everyone. Yeah, I'm hoping one day that one year you go to TwitchCon, we can meet up. I think that would be pretty
yeah,
awesome.
that'd be awesome.
Because
That
I
would
feel like
totally be cool.
I feel like through going through this process and this interview, I realized that we have a lot more in common than I thought we
Yeah,
did.
we do.
We like
It's
anime.
been
We play
fun.
the same. We play some of the same games. That's really awesome. I'm really happy that you invited me to come on to this interview.
No,
It's
thank
been a
you.
It's been a really great experience.
Yeah,
Also getting to know you as well. And also, I see you have a lot of tattoos on your arm.
I do. I do.
They look pretty cool.
Thank you.
Are
I
they?
actually have 28 tattoos.
Jeez,
Yeah,
that's
and the
awesome.
reason I do is because my disease causes a lot of muscle pain, and
WK.
I can't afford acupuncture, and pain
Mm.
meds make me real sick. But when I get a
Okay.
tattoo, the sensation from the needles,
Hmm.
is almost like acupuncture.
Oh,
So
I did
that's
not know
why
that.
after I get a tattoo, I'm paying free for a few weeks. So that's why I have so
Hey,
many
there.
tattoos.
That's awesome. I did not know. Getting tattoos is like it's somewhat like kind of like acupuncture.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I have 20, yeah,
That's
28
right.
tattoos.
I agree.
It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Do you
By the
have
way,
any?
I do not. Uh, maybe one day I will. Maybe one day.
Val has one tattoo actually.
Oh,
We
what
have,
tattoo is it?
yeah, on my left hand.
Hmm?
I don't know if you can see it. Like I
I can
have
see.
Princess Zelda, and on
Okay.
her hand
Mhm.
she has on the Zelda
Aw,
series.
that's
So and
awesome
it's
idea. Aw.
it's like the old school 8-bit Nintendo
Oh
where they're all
yeah,
pixel. Yeah,
the
so
Legend of
yeah,
Ocarina of Time.
yeah.
Yeah, my
So
brother loved that series. He beat it. He beat them all. He beat them all. I tried beating them, but I always got stuck.
I have some wrestling tattoos. I have some gaming tattoos. I have Zelda. I have Kuzenbo from
Kuzumbu?
Smite.
Yes,
I
yes.
have
Hmm.
him.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
The big
have
hero. He is really annoying to face.
Aphrodite because
Aphrodite.
yeah,
Ooh.
because they
Okay.
all play as Aphrodite,
Okay.
and I play Kuzenbo. So I have a tutu.
Remind me.
Kuzenbo carry an afro. That's on my
Ooh.
tattoos. I have a phoenix. I have a
Ooh.
graveyard because my favorite wrestler is the Undertaker. So I have a
Okay.
graveyard tattoo with a symbol on it. I have a diamond because way back in the day, me and Vale used to role play as wrestlers,
Mhm.
and my wrestler was Donnie Diamond. So I have a diamond tattoo. I have a phoenix. I have I have two teardrops on my face because my dogs died. So it's in memory of my dogs.
Okay.
I have on my foot I have Assassin's Creed. I have the
Ooh.
logo, and I have uh on the back of my head. You ever seen the Matrix movies? The
Which one?
Matrix.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
You heard the little plug port
Yes, I
that they
do.
have on their head?
Hmm.
I have that tattooed on the
Hey,
back of
let's
the head.
go.
Yep.
Let me see. I have one more question. I had it in my head. Um, Ah, I hate when that happens. I had one more. I just I don't remember. But yeah. I once again I do want to say thank you again for giving me
Oh
this
no,
wonderful
thank you.
opportunity. Wonderful
Thank you for agreeing
opportunity
to
to.
this.
Of course, I love I love coming on and like talking, especially and getting to know you as well. I always wanted to. We
I'm
always said we were.
definitely gonna hunt you down to play Smite with us one day. You gotta play
Sounds good.
Smite with us.
We could do some 3v3 joust.
Yeah. Yeah, we love Joust.
Joust is a
So,
very good game mode. I wish they will bring back the old map for Joust though. Well,
yes, I agree.
and
I like this so much better.
before they changed the tie-in, it was a Minotaur. I wish it was the
Yes,
Minotaur.
yes.
But see, the thing is that they were doing their own thing, but they switched it because they were trying to compare it to all these other games.
Yep.
Like, no, not. I
I
love the
know I
jousting
miss so
map
much
of 3v3s.
better. One more question for you
Yeah, what's up?
before we wrap it up.
Hmm?
If you could tell a new streamer any piece of advice, what would it be?
If I could give a streamer, what advice would I give?
Yeah,
Uh, I say, guys, stay true to yourself. Even though sometimes you might get frustrated while streaming, but just try to stay yourself, stay cool, because you just stay true to yourself. Even though the game can be aggravating at times, but remember, you're also having fun, streaming, trying to have a good time, and just always keep that in your head. Try to always keep that positive mentality when streaming. Even though sometimes it might be hard to do so, but you gotta say, hey, it's alright. No, let's say, oh, it's okay. I don't have a lot of views, but I at least have 3 or 4 watching me. That's good. That's good. Just always keep talking yourself up, like keep hyping yourself up because that's what
definitely.
I need to start doing that, and I need to take my own piece of advice. Um, I love just stay true and be hyped. Like even like make your own comedy. Let's say I was playing Warlander before I got on the on when our interview started. I was like making some commentary. Oh no! Oh no! I'm about to die. Where's my team? Or like there's like a move that it's like battle cry. So basically my character's just standing still, like putting his arm in the air. Say, all right. So basically people can join in for the buff, right? And increases your damage. And I'm like, hello, anyone? Is anyone going to join me? Then you know, just making the own comment is that well, I guess no one wants my buff, so I just activated my buff and I just charge in.
Are you going to continue streaming tonight?
I am.
Okay, well I'm going to raid you then.
I thank you so much,
Yeah,
Eric. I appreciate the raid.
I'm
And
going to
oh,
upload our interview onto my YouTube,
hmm,
and I'll send the link to you.
sounds good. And one more thing, I really do. I a third time. Thank you so much for this wonderful
No, no.
opportunity here, Kiri. I
Thank you,
appreciate you.
thank you. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and it was really good to get to know you.
It was really nice getting to know you too, here, Kiri. Thank
Yeah,
you
my
so much for
pleasure.
this wonderful opportunity.
You have a good night, buddy,
You do the
and
same.
I'll see you in a few minutes.
See you in a few.
Have a good night, man.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.